What kind of intuitive are you? And why would you want to know? Hi, my name's Atherton and I'm a medical intuitive and educator. And I would like to help you find out what kind of intuitive you are so that you can further develop your intuitive abilities. So, first of all, what do I mean by intuitive abilities? Well, there are 4 different types of intuition. Everybody has all 4, but one is going to be more dominant than the other 3. Once you figure out what your dominant intuitive ability is and you focus in on that, it's much easier to develop it, and then the other 3 will come along and develop more naturally. So, what are the 4 different types of intuition? Well, the first one is being clairvoyant, and that is clear seeing. It is seeing the visions in your mind. The next is being claircognizant, and claircognizant means you just have good hunches. You just know what you know. The third is the clairaudient, and that's where you hear those little voices in your head, you know, the one you don't want to really tell people about in case they think you're a little bit woo-woo. And then the fourth is being clairsentient, and clairsentient is clear feeling. The majority of women are very clairsentient. So how do we find out what your dominant intuitive ability is so that you can develop it? Well, we're going to do a little test. So what I would like you to do is to pause the video while you go and get a pen and paper. And then when you come back, we will do the test. Okay, are you ready? Let's find out what kind of an intuitive you are. Now remember, there are 4 major types of intuition. Clairvoyant, which is clear seeing. Claircognizant, which is the hunches, just knowing. Clairaudient, which is the little voice in the back of your head. And clairsentient, which is clear feeling. In this quiz that's going to help you to discover what kind of an intuitive you are, you're going to be asked 5 questions. With each question, you're going to be asked to select either A, B, C, or D. Write down your answers. You can have more than one selection, so whatever resonates, write it down. First question. When you return from having a holiday, are you more apt to describe the trip as what you saw, the scenery, the architecture, the people, the culture? Or B, how you felt? Relaxed, you're happy, you're miserable, or you just love the smell of the flowers? Or C, what you heard, the music, the conversations you had, the wildlife you heard, the sounds of the ocean? Or D, what you learned about the area, the history, the culture, the museums, the language? So choose either A, B, C, or D, and remember you can have more than one. When you return from watching a movie, what are your first thoughts about? The cinematography, the clothes, the scenery? Or B, the emotions you felt? Laughed till I cried, you were really sad, really tense or frustrated? Or C, the soundtrack. You just loved the music, or you were aware of every sound or track that was played and you just have to have the soundtrack? Or D, the message in the movie, the symbolism, the concepts, the accuracy of the story? And again, remember, choose A, B, C, or D, and you can have more than one. The third question is, when you plan your next vacation, do you pick locations based on the visuals? You want to do the lush beaches, you want a romantic villa, or you just want to do a lot of exploring? Or B, how you feel in the moment. Oh, I need a vacation, I'm feeling really stressed, you're anxious, you just have to get out of here. Anything, anywhere, you just need to escape. Or C, there's going to be a musical event, a concert, or there's going to be a guided tour. Or D, history, what can I learn? Or maybe you want to do a mission trip and you would like to help. Again, choose A, B, C, or D, and you can have more than one of those answers. The fourth question is, when you listen to the radio, do you A, visualize the singer and the band or remember the images from the video you watched a couple of years ago? Or B, really get into the music and feel it, dancing with your feet? Or C, play along in your head and know every note or bar of music that's being played? Or D, you just listen to the message. Is there a story, a meaning, or do you find it very repetitive? Again, you can choose A, B, C, or D and have more than one answer. The last question is, when you read a book, are you A, inside the story? You can feel yourself and the characters having the same conversations that you're reading? Or B, you feel the emotions of the characters and begin to identify with one or the group? C, hear the sounds implied by the story, the band music that was being played in the background, or the sound of the carriage on the cobblestone road, the roar of the lion, or the sound of the sea crashing onto the beach? Or D, looking for the symbolism in the book. What was the author really trying to say? What was the moral of the story? And again, choose A, B, C, or D. And again, you can have more than one answer. Okay, are you ready to discover what type of an intuitive you are? So, looking at your answers, if you answered A for all 5 questions, then you are predominantly a clairvoyant, which is clear-seeing. If you answered B for all 5 questions, then you are predominantly a clairsentient, clear-feeling. If you answered C for all 5 questions, then you are predominantly a clairaudient, which means that you can hear that little voice in the back of your mind. Or D for all 5 questions, then you are predominantly a claircognizant, which is clearsensing, which means that you have strong hunches. If you discover your answers are vary, which is not uncommon, take a look at the combinations. If you have 3 of one and 2 of another, then you are predominantly the answer you gave 3 times, with the other answer being present but not as dominant. Pick on the one that resonates the most closely for you and focus on that one first. After a short period of time, you'll begin to realize that you, in fact, do have all 4 intuitive abilities. It's just that one is more dominant than the other. Once you focus in on the dominant, it's much easier to develop your intuition, and eventually over time, you will notice that the other 3 also become very present in your intuition. So now that you know what kind of an intuitive you are, you get to have fun with it. You get to focus in on your dominant intuitive ability and just allow it to grow naturally. Now, if you would like to know more, be sure that you click like below and subscribe to my channel and follow additional videos that I'll be posting about the different types of intuitive abilities. Or if you would like to know more about your intuition, I wrote a book, The Intuitive Dance, that also teaches you how to understand your intuition and what to do with it, how to dance with it. And if you have any comments or questions, please drop them below and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow along if you would like to know more about your intuition. Have fun!